This is a release question from 2016 and it's without calculator. So we're given a table right here. F and G have continuous second derivatives, meaning F, F prime, G, G prime are all continuous. The table above gives values of the functions and their derivative at selected values of x. So part A tells us k of x is equal to f of g of x. And we want to write an equation of a tangent line. And when we see those words, equation of a tangent line, the first thing that should come into your mind is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m x minus x sub 1. And in this case, we know that x is equal to 3, so x sub 1 is 3. And we're finding the equation of a tangent line to the graph of k, which means y sub 1 has to be k of 3. And since it's given k of x is equal to f of g of x, when we plug in 3 for x, we have this. So g of 3, so when x is equal to 3, g is 6. So we have f of 6. And when x is 6, the f value is 4. So k of 3 is equal to 4. So that is 4. So now we just need to figure out what is the slope of the tangent line, and slope is the derivative. So that's k prime of 3. So how do we find k prime of 3? So let's start with finding k prime. So k of x is equal to f of g of x. And since we have an inner function right here, we'll need chain rule. So k prime of x is equal to f prime of the inner function times the derivative of the inner function. So k prime of 3 is equal to f prime of g of 3 times the derivative of g at x equal to 3. So now using the table, g of 3, when x is 3, g is 6. So we have f prime of 6 times g prime of 3. So when x is 3, g prime is 2. So we have f prime of 6 now. So when x is 6, f prime is 5. 5 times 2 will give us 10. So that means that k prime of 3 is equal to 10. So the equation of our tangent line is going to be y minus 4 is equal to 10 x minus 3. Right, move on to part B. Let h equal to g over f. We need to find h prime of 1. So first thing first, we need to find h prime, and we'll need quotient rule. So h prime of x is equal to low d high minus high d low all over low low. So use the table above to evaluate each component. So f of 1, when x is 1, f is negative 6. G prime of 1 is 8. G of 1 is 2. f prime of 1 is 3, all over f of 1, which we said earlier was negative 6. And make sure you put parentheses around that negative 6. And here's the deal with AP testing. It's okay to leave your answer simplified. So if you leave your answer like this, you will get full credit. If you simplify, if it's correct, perfectly okay, you'll get full credit. If you made some arithmetic mistake when you're simplifying, then you will not get that answer point. So it actually is better to leave your answer unsimplified. Alright, so part C asks us to evaluate the integral from 1 to 3 of f double prime of 2x. And make sure you notice that that is an inner function, which means we will need u substitution. So let u be 2x, du is equal to 2 dx. So right here, this becomes u, and we're missing the 2, so I need to multiply by 2, and then by 1/2, so it cancels out to become 1. So the 2 dx becomes du. So we end up with 1/2 integral 1 to 3 of f double prime of u du. So the antiderivative of f double prime is f prime of u, which is 2x, evaluated from 1 to 3. Then we plug in the upper limit. So 2 times 3 is 6, minus we plug in the lower limit, 2 times 1 is 2, and then use the table above to evaluate each component. So we have f prime of 6, when x is 6, f prime is 5, minus when x is 2, f prime is negative 2. So again, once you evaluate each component, it's perfectly okay to leave your answer unsimplified. Okay? If you do want to simplify, the answer is 7 out of 2. So here's the scoring guideline for the 2016 question number 6. Okay. Again, the total is 9 points. As long as you're able to find the slope at x equal to 3, which means using chain rule, and get 10, you'll get 2 points. The equation of a tangent line is also a point. If you leave it in point slope form, like what we did, you're still going to get that credit. In part B, 2 points for the expression. So as long as you have something like this on your paper, you'll get 2 points. And 1 point for the answer. And again, the unsimplified version will still get you that 1 point. So part C, 2 points for the antiderivative. So as long as you know that you need to use u substitution, you'll get that 2 points. And the answer 1 point. So this is actually a very straightforward question as long as you notice all those little details. Yay, we're done!